semiconductor industry have a very high skill barrier, so it's only open to experienced folks. I was actually involved in creating the verification plan, and actually during my time the IT industry was really saturated. During I went through a rigorous training which included both analog and digital domain, since I love components such as GPU and CPU such that. So I'm Rahul. I'm from Chennai. I completed my UG in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering in 2019 under ECE branch. I also completed my post-graduation from Anna University in MA VLSI Design. So before joining Semicon Academy, I worked as a quality assurance engineer in Cognizance Technology. Semiconductor industry have a very high skill barrier, so it's only open to experienced folks. So in order to join semiconductor industry, you have to either be trained or you have to do PhD or something like that. So obviously it's very difficult. So I came across Semicon Academy through webinars. Obviously after attending the webinars, I really got convinced as they explained the entire VLSI flow. And regarding my decision to join this academy, it was a no-brainer since it was near to my hometown. So yeah, I'm glad I made this decision. Before entering into the domain, I started with digital electronics in Verilog, which was the prerequisite, which is a very good in my opinion. So after that, I entered into the actual domain, which is DV. In design verification, I started with system Verilog, UVM, and then protocols. And in protocols, I learned about parallel protocols such as APB, AHB, and AXI. And in PCIe, I started learning with PCIe. So then after that, I briefly transitioned into analog design. So in analog design, I started with single stage amplifiers, current mirrors, differential amplifiers, and then op-amp. So all these things I have implemented in LT space with the help of the experts, in which I gained a lot of knowledge. Since I was involved in both analog and digital domain, the realization of how project objectives been achieved through both analog and digital lens was really an eye-opener. Mentors, they were really proactive throughout my journey. So they really helped me with the presentation, interviews, which really helped me to cover to the interviews. Of course, the training did include the real-time projects. Like I mentioned earlier, since I worked on parallel protocols such as APB, AHB, and AXI, I was actually involved in creating the verification plan and actual test verification IP with respect to UVM. Like I said earlier, I was involved in quality assurance and cognizant technology. I felt that the task was a bit mundane, and during my time, the IT industry was really saturated. So since I've already done my postgraduate in VLSI Design, it didn't really make sense to be in software industry, and I had a lot of passion for computer hardware in general, since I love components such as GPU and CPU such that, so on and so forth. I do feel I was job ready since I went through a rigorous training which included both analog and digital domain. So that made me realize I was literally job ready.